Just another update here on Tesla. So what happened after I made that video on the market update is we ended up getting a fifth wave, it looks like. And so that brings into it another possibility. Well, I was saying it was going to go down anyway. There's a chance it could come down here, but the measurements didn't work out. But we got a very small fifth wave here, it appears. And if that's the case, we're in 1 hour demand. You have 2 hour supply up here at 218.28. So this brings into what's probably going to happen now. I would pretty much rule this out from happening. So any type of high right here above this is probably not going to happen now. Because again, if you look at the structure of this, if this was an ABC move, you would not see 5 waves here. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if this was an impulse move, you would not see 5 waves, and you would not see this low right here broken. So now that we know this is 5 waves, this could be a second wave. So this could be A or 1. This could be a second wave right here. So 2 or B. This retraced. Back to the 0.61 fib. I've shown in previous videos, it looks like a very, very quick ABC move. Normally a B wave lasts a long time, at least as long as an A wave. So this could potentially even be a second wave, and that would be really bad because that would mean that we're looking at third wave all the way down here to 200, which pretty much lines up with if you take 5 waves from here. So down here to 204, this would look like basically like that. And then we would just, and of course it could go much longer too, this projection. So 1, 2, 3, bounce, and then go lower. And then who knows, maybe that's a first wave of the C wave down. So just to make it clear, I don't know which pattern's going to play out in the higher time frames, but on the smaller time frames, this looks like 5 waves. So what I'm looking for short term, to be clear about that, is I want to see this bottom hold right here at 211.05 tomorrow. 211 needs to hold. It did hold the 20 DMA. It tapped it, held it. That is short-term bullish. We have the 50 up here at the supply zone that I just put in there. So I'm looking for a second wave, probably back up to the supply zone. And at that point, you're going to want to be out of your long positions based on this. But again, there's always invalidations. If it goes above this, then I would say it's invalidated again. So that's the way it works. But right now, I'm favoring 5 waves down. You got 5 waves here. You get the retrace right here to the 0.61 fib. You get 5 waves here. So retrace probably back up here to the 50 DMA in the supply zone. Down to 204. And there you go. I don't know. Maybe this will end up being the C wave. Could be a third wave or could be a C wave. So it's either going to be, in the previous videos, I said this is going to be A, B, and we're going to come up here to 245 going into the rate cuts. So I think that that's probably the most likely path. But like I said, the one thing that's really kind of weird is that you have this very, very fast B wave, which is not very normal in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much what I see. Is it possible that this ends up being an ABC move or WXY move? I don't think so, because this is not an ABC move. This is 5 waves as well. I've shown that in previous videos. So, and WXY would mean ABC like that. So this has got to be an ABC move with a short, quick B wave, or it's a second wave. And obviously, if it's a second wave, then the stock's screwed. If you look at this move down and how far we retraced, it retraced to the 0.5 fib, so it technically could be finished too. It could have already bottom or topped out here. And I would say if that's the case, then we can draw a parallel line here. And I'd be looking for I'd be looking for 153, and you can see that. Look at that. That's kind of crazy. Oh, where did that land at? Landed right at the long-term trend line. So, yeah, that's kind of sketchy to me too. And like I said, usually if it's a B wave, this usually lasts time length the same amount of time as the A wave, and this went just straight up like that. So we might have already topped out here too. So watch out. I know in the video last time I said it's probably going to run into rate cuts, but this would be a very, very tricky setup here, because most people are just looking here at the gap fill here. So we have to watch, and pretty much what this all boils down to is these short-term moves. I'm just watching between this tomorrow. I want to see this hit somewhere in here going into NVIDIA earnings. At that point, I'm buying a bunch of puts. And of course, if it goes above this, that's the invalidation level. Because remember, the next wave is starting from here. We got 5 waves from here. Buy right here for puts. And you look for 204 bounce down here to like 198. The actual third wave target would be 199.97, so 200. So again, third wave could be starting, and then you have the possibility always of extensions too. So if NVIDIA earnings are bad, who knows? You could get a huge third wave. Probably not, but you could get a third wave like this. There's so many different possibilities. You could get a extension. So maybe it goes 1, 2, 3, bounces out of here, and then a fifth wave goes like this. And that's only the overall third wave. And that's how we get down to 153. So it can spiral out of control pretty quickly. I do think that this is the bottom though for Tesla right here. I don't think it's going below 139. But again, I've said over and over, I think that there's a very good chance we come down here to this trend line, even more so now. So the two possibilities again are going to be, I'll go over them one more time, because it's a very important spot for the stock. And I'm going to be watching the 20 DMA and the 50, and we'll see when it loses it. Right now it's good. But again, the two possibilities for the stock at this point that I see, I don't see us going up here to 230. The only two possibilities I see from here are A, B, C, or third wave down, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. If it invalidates this tomorrow, let's say it goes above 221.50, then I would change that. So right now, looking for a retrace to buy puts in this area right here from 218.24 to 220.97, probably in the next day or two. So that's it for this video. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe if you like the content, and I will catch you in the next video.